I hope you have seen my last video and you are very well acquainted with the HTML. What is HTML and how we can use the tags in between HTML, how we can do the programming in this. So for the simple basic program, I have sent a reference video in my video. By seeing this, you can get that how you can make a simple web program, simple HTML program. Yes. Now I think you have run this program. In this we have used the simple tags, that the body tags and the body tag and HTML head tag. Matlab HTML is of the two parts. First is the head and next is the body. Whenever we will start HTML, then it will be ended with the HTML. In HTML there is the head part. In head part there is a title. In title we are giving the name to the title of this, and at last there is a body. In body there we have used the H1, that is the heading. Whatever we want to write down as a heading in our web page, that we will write down with the H1 tag. For example, on web page I want to write down about student's name. तो ये highlighted होकर आएगा and it will be the H1, heading 1. Here heading 1 is ended. Now I have used BR tag. BR tag is the break line tag. Whenever you will run it, then here this will be your web page. Here will be the title of this. In this title here will be the my page. That will be the title. Then what will be the first line? That will be the about students, whatever I have student's name. Then it will take a one blank line with this BR tag, that is the blank line that is used for giving a blank line. Break. Generally it is known as a break and it is used for a blank line. Next is the paragraph. Then paragraph will be started. Students are very intelligent. Now here it will be written, students are very intelligent, and then again there will be the line break, and then I have written Rishi. कौन से students intelligent है? That is Rishi, and Rishi के बीच में I have used this, that is ampersand NBP NBPS ampersand NBPS ampersand NBPS ampersand NBPS. That is used for a one space. अगर मैं ऋषि और ये जिया, I am given two names, Rishi and Jia, and I want to give the fourth space between Rishi and Jia, then 4 times I have to write down NBPS 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 NBPS. Now there is a break. Now it is written these are DPS students. These are DPS students. Now next line break, it will be written these are DPS यहाँ Jia, and next line then again it will be break, and now these are DPS students. अगर मुझे कोई लाइन प्रेजेंट नहीं करानी, अपने वेब पेज पर नहीं शो करनी, तो हम उसको कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख देते हैं. और कमेंट में कैसे लिखते हैं HTML में? टैग इज स्टार्टेड, देन साइन ऑफ एक्सक्लेमेशन, then dash, then dash. It means comment has been started. Then you have written these are DPS students. At last you have written again 2 dash and the tag is closed. It means ये पूरी line आपके web page में include नहीं होगी. That this will not be included in your web page. Now after that body is ending and HTML is finished. So this is the simple program of the HTML. Title is my page, and next heading, next paragraph, next Rishi, and space between 4 space between 1, 2, 3, 4 between Rishi and Jia, and then there is the comment, and there is a body, and there is the HTML. So I have told you some tags: BR break, H1 heading, P for paragraph, then NBPS for the giving the spaces. Next that is for giving the comments. These are clear to you? And now I am moving one more tag which you will use, that is the anchor tag. Anchor tag is when you want to create a link between your web page, then you will create an anchor tag. how you can create the anchor tag. Now here is H1. Heading is started. I am taking the same example. Body is started. Then I am using the H1 tag, that is the heading 1 tag. In heading, I am giving student's name. This is the heading, in which heading is ended. Now I am using a tag for giving a link. So how we can create a link in a web page? We can create a link in a web page using a anchor tag. Anchor tag starts with A. After that you will write down href. href is the hyper reference. कि आप कौन सा पेज ओपन करना चाहते हो, यहाँ पर उसको आपका पूरा लिंक देना होगा. Anchor tag is started. Now href, you will have to write down this. After that you will give a equal to sign, then inverted commas, start, and here I will write down the complete link. जो भी मेरा लिंक होगा YouTube का, फॉर एग्जाम्पल लिंक, जैसे कि हम टीचर्स आपको वीडियोस का लिंक सेंड करते हैं, तो वो लिंक को पूरा कॉपी करके हम यहाँ पर पेस्ट करते हैं, और जैसे ही आप ये वेब पेज खुलेगा, उस वेब पेज में इस लिंक पर क्लिक करोगे तो डायरेक्ट आप उस वीडियो पे मूव ऑन हो जाओगे. So this is for creating a link with the help of the anchor tag, that is the hyperreference. That is anchor. This is started. Inverted comma is started. You have write down here. Inverted comma is ending here. After ending this, अगर उस लिंक पे आप कुछ लिखना चाहते हो, मैं लिखना चाहती हूँ click on this link. Click on this link and click on this link. जैसे ही मैंने ये लिख लिया, आफ्टर दिस यू विल एंड द एंकर टैग, देन दिस, एंड हाउ यू कैन एंड दिस बाय यूजिंग दिस. दिस इज फिनिश्ड, और कुछ भी नहीं मुझे लिखना है. देन आई हैव एंडेड द बॉडी पार्ट. आफ्टर एंडिंग द बॉडी आई एम एंडिंग द HTML. अब now you will see what will be the output of this program. This will be, जब आप इसको सेव कर दोगे, how we can save it? ये नोटपैड में आप लिखोगे. After it you will save this file with the HTML tag. जैसे ही आप HTML डाल के इसको सेव करोगे, और नीचे सेव एज टाइप में ऑल फाइल्स ऑप्शन यूज करनी है आपने. Whenever it will be saved, जैसे ही ये सेव होगी, सेव होने के बाद आपने जहाँ भी उसको सेव किया है, ऊपर आपने पाथ चेक करना है. इफ़ यू हैव जनरली वी हैव टू सेव इट ऑन द डेस्कटॉप. आप डेस्कटॉप को ओपन करोगे तो वहाँ पर इसको ओपन करने का इसी फाइल के नेम से इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर या जो भी वेब ब्राउजर आपका डला हुआ है उसका आइकन शो हो जाएगा, और नीचे उस फाइल का नेम आ जाएगा. सपोज इस फाइल का नेम दिया है मैंने s1.html. तो आपके डेस्कटॉप पर आपने इसको सेव डेस्कटॉप पर ही करना है. प्लीज जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट इन योर माइंड दैट यू हैव टू सेव योर पेज ऑन द डेस्कटॉप. It doesn't matter, you can save anywhere also, but it will be easy for you if you will save it on the desktop. Now s1.html I have done, and after that this page is open. Now the title will come, that is the my page. बॉडी में आएगा, सबसे पहले आएगा स्टूडेंट नेम. अब उसके बाद लिखा हुआ आ जाएगा क्लिक ऑन दिस लिंक, और जो भी मैंने यहाँ लिंक दिया है, मतलब स्टूडेंट नेम मैंने कहीं फाइल में डाला हुआ है, उसका मैंने कंप्लीट पाथ या कंप्लीट लिंक यहाँ दे दिया है. तो जैसे मैं इस लिंक पर क्लिक करूँगी, आई विल डायरेक्टली गो टू दिस पाथ या आई विल डायरेक्टली गो टू दिस लिंक. सो दिस विल बी द प्रोग्राम. सो आई हैव टोल्ड यू अबाउट द ब्रेक टैग. I have told you about for giving the spaces NBSP. Next, I have told you about the how you can give a comments in the HTML, and in next I have given you how you can create a link in the HTML. Now this is clear, and for this I am also referring the two video in this video. By using this video you can make your practical also. So please use these tags and make a simple HTML program as is given in the video. And see now, please come with me and see the reference video.
Okay, welcome to your second tutorial on beginning HTML. Today we're going to look at adding line breaks, comments, and spaces to your HTML code. Now, if you followed the last video, we're going to go ahead and use that HTML file we created in that video. And so let's go ahead and double click that now. If you followed along, we named it test.html. So let's go ahead and open that. And here is the header that we created in that last video. The two headers actually, and here are the paragraphs that we created with the paragraph tag. Now, what we want to do is we want to add some space in here between this section and this second section. So we're going to add some space right here. So let's go ahead and close out Internet Explorer now. And what we're going to do now is reopen this with Notepad, and that will allow us to look at the code. And so here was the first section that we created. This, you will remember, was the header, and this is the paragraph. And this was the second section that we used the H2 header tag to identify. And then we had another paragraph right here. So what I want you to do is go ahead and hit enter 3 times, and that should give us the space between our sections. So 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to hit save as, and we're going to save this as HTML again, because after you open a Notepad, by the way, it will want to keep it in the Notepad file format, and we want this back into HTML. So go ahead and save that as HTML, close it out, and let's reopen this up. And you'll notice that nothing happened here. And actually, I wanted that. So you'll notice we didn't get our spaces. Well, what happened there? Let's go back into here, open this up. And what happens is that you actually have to identify line breaks with HTML code. Otherwise, it's as if nothing happened. It will just ignore these and keep going to the next section. So we actually do have to put a line break here. Now you'll notice there's an automatic line break after each tag, but if you want additional line breaks, you have to put in the BR tag. And let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. We now have a line break. And we can go ahead and copy and paste these. Now you will remember in the introductory video, you'll remember I talked about empty elements, and an empty element does not need a closing tag, so we can just put these in here and not have to close them. And the reason is because we're not putting anything in between these, as we are like in this paragraph tag. We're just saying, hey, do a line break here. So let's go ahead and save this again, and we'll save it again as HTML. And if we go back to our test page, you'll see, hey, look, we've got our line breaks in there now. So now it recognized it, and we're good to go. Okay, so let's close this out, and let's go ahead and reopen our HTML document in Notepad again. And now let's do a comment. Now, a comment section is used to keep notes in your HTML code. That is, you want notes for your code, but you do not want it to be displayed on your web page. In order to do that, we use the less than angle bracket, and then an exclamation point, and then 2 hyphens. And then we can put whatever we want here. And again, this is internal to the code only. We're keeping private notes on our code. So we'll say this is the start of the HTML code for the second section. And we will start each section with a header tag. And then we close it with 2 hyphens and a greater than angle bracket. And so let's go ahead and save this as a HTML document again. And let's open it. And you can see the code did not show up. That's what we wanted, right? It was an internal comment. Now, watch what happens. Let's actually go back in there. And let's remove the exclamation point. Let's go ahead and save as again. And watch what happens now. It displayed it. You'll notice because when we took out that exclamation point, it's no longer a comment, and the browser now treats this as actual text. So just keep that in mind. If you fat finger it, it'll actually show up in your site, which you'd probably realize because you'd be doing some quality assurance, I'm assuming, on your actual web page. So let's go ahead and fix that. And we're back in business. Okay, now I will show you how to add spaces or additional spaces between text. So right here, let's type in test space test, and let's do another save as. And let's open it up. And you can see there, it automatically will create one space. Now let's go back in there. And let's add a bunch of spaces here. And I think you know what's going to happen, but let's go ahead and do this anyways. And you can see the browser did not recognize those extra spaces we put in. So in order to accomplish that, we have to use the following. We need to put in ampersand NBSP. And you can stack as many of these as you like. So if we want 4 spaces, we'll just put 4 of these. And I think what the designers were thinking here was if you put ampersand NBSP, that's probably not something someone's going to actually type out. So if you put that in there, it will actually create a space. So let's do our save as again. And there you can see we got the spaces between test and test. So that's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next HTML video. Welcome to the 5th tutorial on beginning HTML. Today we are going to look at adding links to your web page. Now, what would your web page be without links? Well, it wouldn't be much. Navigation is a key consideration into designing your website, and so we will begin with adding links to your web page. Now, there are 2 ways to add links. First is to link to an outside web page, and second is to link to a section within your web page. In this video, we are going to cover linking to an outside URL. Now, links are added with the anchor element, and within the anchor element is an attribute called href, and that tells the anchor element where the destination is for the link. And the destination can be, like I said, it can be a web page on the same site, or it can link to an outside website. And as I said, we will link to an outside URL in this video. Okay, so let's first create a P element, or if you remember, this stands for paragraph, because we need to add some text and sentences inside and around our link. So we'll embed everything within that, and now we will add our anchor tag. Now, within the opening A tag and opening P tag, we are going to create some text, and we are going to say, please click on this link. And this will just come out as straight text, and it will come out before our link, which is embedded in here. And now we're going to create the href attribute. We're going to hit equals, and then you're going to put in quotes, and here is where we are going to put in our outside URL that we want to link to in our web page. And in this case, I am just going to link to my YouTube channel page. So we'll go ahead and just copy and paste that in here, and we have to create a end quote. Now, we can add some text before we make the closing anchor tag, and that text will become the link. So this does not actually get displayed. What will be displayed as a link is the text that we put in here. So we will say EJ Media channel page. And actually, I think I made a mistake here. We need to actually keep this tag open. So this actually has to stay open. We do not use an angle bracket here, because this is all part of the link. So again, if you put that angle bracket in, get rid of it, and now this should work. Let's go ahead and save this. And let's actually do something different here. Let's actually open this up within Google Chrome. And you can see we've got our link now. And if we click on that, it should go to my YouTube channel page. And it did. Now, if we pull up the source here, you can see that there's the text again where we said, please click on this link. That is not actually part of the link because it comes before the A element, the anchor element. And there you can see the text that we created for our link, and that is part of the link because we put that between the closing angle bracket and the closing anchor tag. So that becomes part of the link, and obviously that's a little bit easier to read than the actual URL, and obviously you guys have seen that many times when you've been out on the web. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. In the next video, we will look at links again, and we will look at linking within an existing web page.